Okay, looks like I am streaming. Just want to let you know what I'm doing. Today I decided to not work on the wedding quilt. I am instead working on a kind of cross stitch project. I'm kind of looking over my shoulder. I've got a new boom mount for this camera, so I can have it not quite so much in my way anymore. Hopefully I don't bump the camera as I stitch. Anyway, so good morning everybody. Let me try to find the stream on my phone now so I can follow chat in case anybody wants to watch that. Oh, I forgot to go mute the other mic. Let me go mute the mic on the kitty cam. I'll be right back. Well, I'll just put this here. This is the project I'm working on. Turn that way. Maybe you can see it. Drop the outdoor thing. I will be right back to tell you about my project. I'll let you look at that. There. Let you look at that. That is my project I'm working on. Here it is. And I'll come back and I'll tell you about it. Okay, everybody over here watching over here on the kitty cam, I am live on my shop cam, so I'm going to mute this mic. You're welcome to come find me over there. Okay, I'm back over here on this. Okay. It's too dark. I need to take it out of the sheet protector so it doesn't have glare. Okay, let me see what it is I'm doing. There we go. That is what I'm working on. Okay, so fine. There it is now. I found it on there. Ooh, I've got a big old hiss. Let me check my audio settings. Oh. There we go. Okay, got the mic set properly. Okay. I hope someone comes on and watches me work. Okay, I've got this here so I can see chat. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to shout in your ear. Alrighty, so this is a counted cross stitch design by let's see, maybe kind of over my shoulder there a little bit. This is okay. I gotta get the echo. I gotta take my earbud out because I have echo in my ear and it's confusing me. Alright, so this design is a design by Scarlet Quince. Scarlet Quince is a company that specializes in turning fine artwork into counted cross stitch. They actually have no original designs. They simply turn fine artwork into counted cross stitch. They have hundreds of designs, all eras, all types. They've got from prehistoric paintings in the caves of Lascaux, they've turned into cross stitch, to photographs of the Earth from the moon, they've turned into cross stitch, and everything in between. They have hundreds of things. The really cool thing about this company is that they have zero back stitches, no quarter stitches, no half stitches. It is all 100% full cross. Dimension is made by shading only. And to that effect, most of their needles, most of their chart symbols are a blended needle, where you have one strand of one color and one strand of another color in the same needle. So that's why I'm doing this on such a fine fabric. This is a 22 stitches per inch, because the more stitches per inch, the less pixelated the picture ends up looking. And you'll notice I've got all these threads down here. This is a technique called parking. Parking is when I take, I go through and instead of following one thread all the way through, and which will end up having at some point some little square in the middle and all 8 squares around it are done, and I try to squeeze that into 22 count. That doesn't happen very well. So I'm do a stitch, and then I see, where do I use this next? Is it within 5 stitches of where I just ended up? If it is, I pull it through where it's going to be used, and then I literally park it. I don't do the stitch until the stitch above it is done. I've actually refined this on another piece. I don't, on the piece I started after this, I don't do the stitch till the stitch above it and the stitch to the left is done. So I kind of work that piece in a little bit of a diagonal. That helps me. I think I need to lower the audio settings. I'm still hearing a buzzing here. Nah, the audio's okay. And that just helps so I don't have to try to squeeze a stitch in. These little things where I have the needles parked, they are literally called a needle park avenue. I just write on them with an extra fine Sharpie, draw the symbol, and then it erases off with a Sharpie, with a alcohol pad. Alrighty, so I am going to get started now. I'm going to find my needle that I have. I've got a bunch of pre-threaded needles that, you know, maybe I've used and ended, but still have thread on them. And they are organized in my Pako Needle Organizers. Okay, it looks like the color I need to create it. I don't have a needle that already has that color on it. So, I need to see what colors I need and use them. Okay, and I'll try to be quiet now. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, that is 3053 and 3364. Four.
Alright, and once again you'll notice I use a needle threader. Well, I don't use it because instead of licking my thread, because licking your thread actually can cause the eye of your needle to rust. Okay. See where I'm working at here, and I have lights here and a magnifier. This is so fine that I use lights and a magnifier. And the method I use to start and stop my thread is called the pinhead stitch. Basically taking a couple of tiny little stitches that are going to be covered by my first stitch. And then when I end it, I take a couple little stitches that underneath my last stitch. Again, they'll be covered by my first stitch. In a full coverage piece like this, for one thing, they don't show, and another, this is so tiny, trying to, the traditional start of thread your, weave your needle underneath some stitches on the back side, that is so difficult because this is so tightly packed. As you'll see here in a moment when I turn the back up to the back up. Okay, my needle is now started. Drop it on the magnet. Okay, I'm going to turn the back over. Oops, I bumped it. And as you can see, it's super tightly packed here on the back. What is that? Okay, that's a loop. Okay. When you see me reach across, I'm moving my marker on my chart. My chart is up on easel on a magnet board. Okay, okay, so I'm just examining my chart and I don't see that this stitch is done again within 5 stitches of where this stitch is, so I'm going to do a pinhead stitch finish on this. Get these things out of the way. Sorry. Alrighty. Now you get to see what you do with parking. I'm going to examine here, see what I now can stitch that I didn't previously stitch, what is ready to be stitched. Okay, I gotta grab one tool out of my desk drawer, I think. I don't see it here. I'll be right back. There it is. There it is. Okay. Just a little awl that I use to help me find my threads here. Get back over here where you can see me better. Okay. That I'm going to trim off right there. And take this one. And yeah, it does kind of become a tangle, but if you're just careful, every once in a while, you know, I go through and I get them rearranged on here. Now, where did my needle go? There's my needle. And there go the kittens. And no, the kittens can't get into this. This is up on a shelf I have yet to see any of our foster kittens get up onto. Not saying they can't. They're going to have to figure it out, though. Started this vlog a little after 9. I'm going to end it when my alarm goes off that tells me to open the open the doors for customers. So wow, my camera is rather dark today, and I don't understand why the picture is showing dark. It really does look like it's dark. Got the overheads on, but you couldn't tell it by the picture. Hi, Granite. Okay, and then I'm going to park this one. Go back and find where it was parked, park it back there. Okay. This one next. Oops. Needle came unthreaded, but that's an easy fix. Didn't do this one last time. There is nothing above this stitch. try to keep swung over here where you guys can see things. Okay, in this thread. Many of Scarlet Quince's patterns are full coverage, so it doesn't really matter what color fabric you use. This one is not full coverage, and so they recommended, I'm using the color they recommended. I'm pretty sure this is white. It might be ecru, but I'm pretty sure it's started off as white. It doesn't necessarily look white anymore. I've been actually working on this project for years. Actually, as you watch, you'll discover most of my projects, be they quilting or whatever they are, I work on. I don't do little projects very often. I mostly do big stuff. It's just the way I like the big things. I like things that are worth my time, and they're so satisfying when I finally finish them. I do a few little things, but not very many. Okay. Now what am I going to do next? Which next? That would be... this stitch. This color. Let's see if I can get my... Part of the reason I don't like having a zillion and one projects going is because I do big projects. I don't do little projects. That was unusual. The cats don't normally meow. They are ferals, former ferals. They learn not to meow for their own protection, and someone just meowed over there. Okay, and then I'm going to park this here. I need to stop and color my chart in. See, because I'm doing actually a large chunk here, so I need to color my chart in so I know where I'm at. That. This. Okay. All right, now what am I going to do next? Try to remember to reach with my left hand so that I don't block the camera. The key to parking threads and not getting them tangled is just go slow when do your best not to split threads as you park them. Go underneath. I always park on the bottom, slide it underneath all the threads, and then just gently pull it out as I'm bringing it back out to use it again. Very gently pull it back out. Okay, there's my alarm. I'm going to go unlock the door. I have got, let's see here, it looks like I have one more thread that I can do before I have to add a new one in. So I'm going to go unlock the door. I'll be right back and I'll complete my day's work on this. Lights and the rest of the shop lights on. There, let's look at that. Okay, I am back. Let's see where I can color in here. I know I did those, and then I gotta see what else I'm doing next. And I restarted Roomba. Roomba had gotten stuck out front. All right. Let's see here. This one I can do. That is... that one should be... one. Nothing. Excellent. Crescent. Cap. Whatever this symbol is called. Part to this one carefully. And let's see if there's anything else that has the stitch above it done so that I can do it. No. That looks like it. I'm going to call it a day on this. Again, please subscribe if you like this sort of video. I'm actually going to ask for some shameless subscriptions because I'd sure like to get to 100, and that will give me, I'll be able to get a permalink if I get 100 subscriptions. Share away to all your friends. Subscribe, again, subscribe, like the video, share it all around. I hope you enjoy watching me do this. I hope that me working on my projects inspires you to work on your hobbies. And it doesn't have to be a fiber art hobby. If you have a hobby, work on your hobby. I didn't get to work on mine the past couple of days because I was doing. The end of the month was rolling around, and I didn't have things for to close out my end of the month books and all that sort of thing all done, and so that kind of took precedent. But now I'm going to be back to hopefully doing this most mornings if we can get here early enough. So if we sleep in, it may be an evening one, but I have a lot more trouble streaming in the evening than I do in the morning. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and like and share away, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.